Japanese people use book sleeves
日本人と遊ぶ後にお礼の連絡が来ます。
お礼ね、お礼。
連絡しないの？
あ、しないよ。
バイバイもバイバイでしょ。
Japanese people use book sleeves
本のカバーしないの？
It's hardcover. Why would I need a cover on a hardcover?
日本人は電話を先に切らないことです。
Oh, oh
切
yeah.
らないな。
今日は外国人が驚く日本の常識について話してみるよ。
Let's find out!
こんにちは、全人類と友達になるとこも OK がミスターミです。そして
アロンです。
花です。
俺です。
ブイズ今日のテーマは外国人が驚く日本の常識について。
You guys do normal things and we're like, what the heck? That's not normal.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
That's kind of whack in my country. Yeah,
Culture shock.
もちろんそれは日本と海外、これ常識違いますよ。
We're fat.
アメリカ人今回はその中でも外国人が日本に来て、こんな常識あんのって言ってすごく驚いたものをインターネットで調べたりとか、みんなが思ってるものを一個ずつ話していきたいと思います。僕が前もってちょっと聞いた感じだと、そんなんで驚くのみたいなのが何個もあったんで、今日も楽しみ話になると思います。それでは行ってみましょう。はい、最初行く人、
はい。
お願いします。
レストランでの店員さんの声。
そうですね。
で、どういうこと？声っていうのは？
例えば、いらっしゃいませっていつも言う。
ああ、お店に入った時に、コンビニとかでも、いらっしゃいませとか、居酒屋とかだったら、バイロン。いらっしゃいませはぁそれドラゴンボールだから。
Oh, you don't do that.
That's what's fun, right?
まあでも確かに一番大きい声出した人がすごいみたいな雰囲気ある。
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
そうね、帰るときはお客様お帰りですみたいな。
そう。
あれは海外でない？
No way.
No.
Forget it. Yeah. 逆に why do you even do that here? Yeah.
いや、それはだってお店に入るでしょ。
Okay.
みんなその店員さんはちゃんとあなたのことを認識してますよと。来ていただいてありがとうございますって言って、誰か一人がいらっしゃいませって言ったらみんながいらっしゃいませって他の人も言うでしょ。
Yes, yes.
だからチーム、お店一つとなってあなたのことをウェルカムしてますよっていう話です。
それはちょっと恥ずかしい。そう。ただのラーメン食べたいだけ。
Why are you saying? Why are you yelling at me in a chorus?
そうして、いらっしゃいませ。おとなしく食べたいことだけ。
My favorite part is when I'm at the konbini and then one of the店員さん like whisper it in like my ear. They go, いらっしゃいませ. I'm like,
They come beside you with like the oshigure.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that. I like the quiet one too.
じゃあ海外はさ、お店に入るじゃん。みんなって感じなの？
違いますよ。
どんな感じなの？知りたいよ。
There's a host that comes to the front, or a hostess that comes to the front, and then they greet you. And it's like, oh, how many? Oh, hi, how are we doing? Welcome to Chili's. Or like, welcome to Applebee's. And then they sit you down, and then you get to sit at a table. So it's somebody greeting you and like making small talk when they ask you. Yeah, but like if you go to like, let's say Target, or you go to a grocery store, they come up to you like, oh, are you finding everything okay? They come up to talk to you. Are you finding everything okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm okay. And I realized one of the reasons why they do this is, one, to be friendly with the customers, but two, to make sure that you're not stealing anything.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. You've heard about this, right? It's because like a lot of people, they walk into the store and like nobody notices that they're there. But if the shop attendant goes up to you and is like, oh, I hope you're finding everything okay, it makes them aware that they're being watched. Yeah, so then it kind of helps people not to steal as many things inside the store.
ちょっと話戻してね。ヘビーになってしまった。海外でも無視されるわけではなくて、大きい声じゃなくて、何ですかみたいな話はするってことね。
Yeah. For us, it just feels like a very Japanese thing. So like every time I go into a Japanese restaurant, ooh, yeah, いい雰囲気. This is so foreign and exotic. Yeah.
そうなんだ。
Right.
especially at izakayas or like ramen places, because every time someone orders something, they just screams their orders like "Nami icho!"
Right.
あります。
Yeah, yeah.
ああ、そうよね。だって店員さん呼ぶときも、すいませんって大声で言うもんね。
Right.
そう。
It's just a loud environment in general, right?
あ
Yeah.
あ、海外はそういう大声とか出しちゃダメな感じなんよ。
出してダメわけじゃ
まあ
ないけど。
場所によるね、場所による。
It's just not common.
Yeah.
日本ってさ、パブリックな場所めっちゃ静かじゃん。そういうとこだけめちゃくちゃ声出すよね。
確かに。
I'm trying to think about just regular, like let's say a regular diner, right? It's just one person taking care of your table. So it's not like a sushi chef in the middle, like making orders everywhere. Because they probably have to like yell so that everybody hears what's going on, right? So if I imagine like at Applebee's, like, table for two! Apple custard! You know, like, it just doesn't, there's no, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. If they
いや
do that.
僕の中ではバイロンが店員したらそんな感じになる。
The thing I found kind of funny when I first moved here is that like when they say, "Oh, I shouldn't say it whatever to you," because like in Canada, if you enter a store and they like say hi to you, or whatever, it's like if you ignore them, that's kind of like that's what you doing, like say hi back kind of thing, right? So if you say if someone says to you, "Irashimasu," you kind of have to like. I always felt like I had to acknowledge them in return. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like konnichiwa or something like that, right? But then like I would look around at other people and they'd be like, "Oh, nice to say," and they'd just like walk in, right? And I'm like, they're greeting you. You gotta say hello back, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I came to Japan with that sort of like mode of thinking, I suppose.
で次一緒に居酒屋行った時は、いらっしゃいませって言ったら、いらっしゃいました
Oh my god.
言うわ。お邪魔します。失礼します。
1個目は店員さんの大きな声でした。次行く人。
Da, 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 dun.
Fire, go.
Okay. Nihonjins do a lot of aizuchi.
あ、そうです
そうですね。そうですね。なるほどね。
ほう。
おー See, we know all of them.
するけど。海外で相づちってないの？
If anything, it's kind of like there are memes about people being like the overactive listener. Have you seen videos like this? Where it's like I've seen like a TikTok or something like that where like, the girl's like, yeah, totally, okay, for sure, yeah, I get it. It's like shut up.
Yes, yeah. Shut up, itakunaru, you know?
Yeah.
普通はどんな感じで喋ったりするの？相づちなくて。
Alright, I'm trying with Aaron real quick.
Okay.
Yo, man, what's going on?
How's it going, man? Pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway, I was thinking about like going with my friends. We were trying to go to like this one place, right? And then we went to that place, and then also we went to the store. We were gonna chug some beers. So after we chug some beers, we were gonna like hit up my other friends. And then I was wondering if you want to come. You want to go?
Yeah, I'm down, man.
Alright, cool. Let's go.
あんな長い間黙る。
黙るですよ。
No, yeah.
なんか多分今編集でずっとあるのかこうアップにしてってると思う。
逆に相づち打った方が失礼。
そうなんだ。
そう。相づちがそもそもないから、相づちのようなものをしたら、いや、これから私が喋りたいっていうような合図になっちゃうから、
あ、そうなんだ。
そう、
あ、そうなんだっつって。
踏み込んでいる会話を。だから、こう、相手のことを聞いているよって伝えたかったら、もう、目を見て黙る。
じゃあもう海外で相づちを打つってことは、バイクをブーってやるのと一緒な感じで、あ、この人今から喋るのかなっていう感じに感じるってこと？
I guess so, yeah.
I guess it would be a
It's
good
just kind of
example.
like, just let me finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As per Aaron's like earlier example, if you use too much aizuchi, then it's like, okay, this person's not listening to me at all.
逆に
Yeah.
ちゃんと聞いてるのか。
Yeah, it's the gyakukoka, you know?
すごいね、もう全く逆だね、それで。
いや
日本は相づち打たずにこうやってやってたら、この人寝てるんかなって思われるから、逆になんかずっと相づち打ってないと本気じゃないと思われると。
多分海外で長い話すときにちゃんと目で見るんですよ。
We are aizuching with our eyes. Aizuchi.
相手がちゃんと
思んないよ。
相手がちゃんと聞いてるかとか目で見るのか
そう。
いや、もう恥ずかしい。
そう、逆に日本人は目で見ないし、ずっと、はいはいはいと言ったら、なんか、ちゃんと聞いてるっていう感じする。
もう二人で喋ってて、ずっと目見てたら、あれこの人、僕のこと好きなのかな日本人だったら思っちゃうかもしれない。相手の話聞いてるよって思わせる部分が違うんだ。
Yeah, I feel like in English, like there's not a lot of like short aizuchi, but there are like techniques. Like if someone's talking for a really long time, you just repeat like the last sentence that they said, and then it makes them think that you're listening.
True.
Yeah. And then they tell you really long. Oh, so you said you wanted to go with some friends somewhere? Yeah. That's like one of the techniques that you use. Right. You're usually safe if you didn't hear anything that they said, but you repeat the last sentence, and then you kind of summarize what they said in that last sentence, and then they're like, yeah.
よくやってる。
もう使えなくなるよ。
But like, I feel like we talked about this like in a previous video about like about using things like eto, ano, that kind of thing, right? So like in either in interviews or if you're talking with someone or whatever, if you're quiet, it's like, okay, this person's seriously listening to me. They're really thinking about what I'm saying, right? And it's like, oh, they're really engaged in the conversation, right? But if you're just like, it's like you just want to make noise.
Yeah.
Right.
I got it how foreigners use aizuchi. We use it in our expression, in our face. Like usually when we're reacting to a story, it's like or like, oh yeah, and then we like laugh. We're like, oh, I see. We do that. So I think it's mostly in like facial expression.
Or like head nodding.
Head nodding, yeah. Not like this. It's going like that.
Hey bro, what are you going to do today?
I'm gonna go to the gym. What about you? Oh, I'm so sick.
でも本当そうかもね。だってさ、よくコメント欄で、富士の顔、いつも一緒で思んないなってよく言われるから。
わー。
いやでもみんな結構さ、顔でエクスプレスっていうか、表現することが多いんだろうね。僕、そうなんだ、ってずっと言ってる。
That is true. Yeah.
相づちを打つでした。イェーイ。次。
はい。日本人と遊ぶ後にお礼の連絡が来ます。
お礼ね。
連絡しないの？
しないよ。
バイバイもバイバイでしょ。
Yeah, I already said bye.
Yeah.
What is this, a job interview? Do I need to follow up and send a postcard? Thanks for the interview?
I don't need a Christmas letter for that.
Yeah, dude, come on.
なんかさ、二人でじゃあ例えば一緒にこういろいろ遊びましたと。で、今日は楽しかったよ、ありがとうって、まあ結構送るのはノーマルなことなの。日本人からしたら。全然しない。
Forget it, dude.
There are some people, especially in the realm of creepy guys that text girls. Like, text me when you get home. Like, I just want to know that you're safe.
多分ね、今視聴者の人も僕と一緒の気持ちだと思う。殴りたい。女の子と男の子でデートしましたってなるの。
Okay.
で、帰りました。
Yes.
いや、家までちゃんと着いたって男が聞くのもあんまり普通じゃない。
デートだったら、
Date, of course you do that.
Date's like the only exception, right? But if it's like
normal friends or just a guy friend or something.
Yeah. If I had fun today, it's like the fuck.
That's too. Oh, we're not like that. We're not like that.
Yeah. Like I mean, if it's like a special occasion or something like that, you get invited to dinner, you go to dinner, and then you go home. Like,
thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. That was really nice or something like that.
Yeah. But if it's like just hanging out with Porter-chan and we go like, yo man, nice to see you today. Yeah, thanks for getting drinks. Yeah, I'll see you next time.
Okay.
And then he's playing games on his phone. He'll play games on his phone, and then I ignore all of his texts until I see him next time at the shoot.
You go, oh sorry, I forgot to respond to your message.
Yes.
女の子はどうなの？日本人で男と男遊んでたら、その帰った後にありがとう今日はってあんまり少ないかもしれない。でも女の子同士だったら 100% じゃないかなくらい高いと思う。どうなの？海外は。
海外はないね。あるとしたら、今日撮った写真を共有するぐらい。
Yeah. Oh, can you send me the pictures from today? I think that's probably.
Yeah.
必要なもう業務連絡。もう友達じゃないよね、もはや。
友達だけど。
写真だけ送ってください。仕事よ、もうそれ。
No, yeah, and then you react to the pictures. Like,
Oh yeah, you do. でも日本ではすごいのは、例えばグループでどっか行きました。誰かがオーガナイズして5、6人とか10人でどっか遊びに行きました。 で、それで LINE グループがあるじゃん。その遊ぶためのグループだけ。日本だったら遊んだ後にみんなからもうめっちゃくちゃ長いメッセージが送れてきて、私もこういうメッセージ書かないといけないの？
そういうプレッシャーもあるよ。
Yeah, if you don't send it, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
そういうプレッシャーあるよ、本当に。
The collective society
そう
pressure, yes.
正直僕も同じこと時々結構みんながありがとうありがとうありがとうありがとう僕が最後の一人か
Exit group.
いやそれはねちょっとプレッシャーかかる抜けていい
Fuji
か
has
な
left the group.
そうなるの嫌だからどうしようかなって考えるときは正直あるけど
LINE 壊れちゃったごめん
遊んだ後にお礼の連絡をするでしたはい次ババインお願いします
Go, go.
In Japan, if you want to hang out with a friend, you do it like at least a month in advance.
You pencil them in.
You pencil in, you ask your secretary to if your friend can fit your schedule on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. because that's the time that you can hang out with any of your Japanese friends.
Very true. Very true.
まあ1ヶ月前とかじゃないけどその、まあそうねもうそうねその友達と遊びたいなって思うじゃん、来週この友達と遊びたいなこの日に、連絡してこの日遊ぼうぜって約束しとくんじゃない？
Usually the case is if I'm in my bed at 5 p.m. doing nothing, twiddling my thumbs, maybe looking at tweets or looking at Instagram stories, I will ask my friend if they want to go get some boba or some coffee at 6 p.m. or 6:30 because they live like right there. And we just drive our cars all the way to the boba place. Oh, you want to get some boba at 7? Okay, cool. And then done easy, lemon squeezy, right? If I'm a little busy, maybe I'll contact them like a week in advance or something like that. Oh, how about we hang out next Wednesday or next Friday, right? But thing is, if I go with that joshiki to a Japanese person, the first time I asked someone to hang out, I was like, hey, do you want to like hang out, get some boba? Yeah, I'm free like next month. And I'm like, oh, I guess they hate me.
Right. And then they cancel last minute anyway. Yeah, like a very frequent thing is like, what are you saying today? Like, what are you up to today?
Today. What are you up to today?
なるほどねもうみんなの国でそうってこと
そう。
結構気楽に聞ける。
Yeah, I would say in Romania it's even more often than not. When I was in high school, you just call someone like, "Hey, I'm going to a party like from an hour from now. Do you want to come?" Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, you're with X and Y. Okay, bring them in too as well. Okay, see you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
日本では例えば大学行きます。5人でこう授業の後に計画しようとする。みんなご飯とか行くのはどうですか？って聞いたときにみんな they go into their backpack, they pull out their 手帳 and everyone just go through the pages like 来週の火曜日はどうですか？あの時はちょっとバイトあるからじゃあ来週の水曜日はand they just write like they compare their 手帳 or like their phone their calendar phone app
管理されている素晴らしい
素晴らしいと思うけど like this happened at work recently. Like there's some sort of like company barbecue that we're gonna do, and like it's literally in October, and people are like, I can't go. Like what? How do you have plans already in 3 months in advance? Like how is that even possible? I mean, I said no to it.
感じるのが日本では暇だったら良くないこととされているからそのみんな余計に忙しくなろうとしているところがあるけど海外の方はなんか柔軟性がある方がいいとされているからみんな忙しくしようとしない
Yeah, it's just a matter of like thinking because like I feel like Japanese people do pile up their schedules like let's say even like kids like they're at school from the morning and then they have like a club activity and then like they go home like at 7 or something like that and I'm assuming that Japanese people have the same thing, right? So they're ultimately thinking about the other person and that's why they need to set it a month in advance is what I understand now. Is what I understand now. But I took everything at face value. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, everybody just doesn't have time for me. You know?
まあそれとあとは計画を前もってすることが相手へのリスペクトを示している感じ 出すかもしれない。間柄によるよ。どのくらい近いかによるけど、今日遊ぼうって急にやったら、この人暇だから連絡してきたのかなって思うの。
おー。
そう。で、私を暇つぶしの相手だと思ってますかってなっちゃう可能性があるから、今日とか誘うときは、なんか直前でごめんね。とかって言って、今日ちょっと時間あるんだけど、よかったら会わないとかっていう誘い方するかも。
Yeah, we wouldn't apologize. Like, you free? Free tonight? Let's get some drinks.
友達と遊ぶ前に約束するでした。
イェーイパンパンパンパンパンパンパン。
次
Oh, me!
You!
Japanese people use book sleeves!
本のカバーしないの？
It's hardcover. Why would I need a cover on a hardcover?
Yeah.
モアハードカバーしたらいいじゃん。
Just like a pile of layer.
日本だったら本買った時に本屋さんが紙のカバーをさ、折ってつけてくれたりするよ。
What's everybody doing? Reading 50 Shades of Grey? Or like, what's going on?
Right, like, because if you're covering it from a gaijin mesan, if you have a cover on your book, it's like, what are they hiding?
ああ、
You know what I mean?
That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of filthy manga are you reading?
Right,
You
it's
know?
like you must be reading some sort of smut or something like
Yes,
that. Or like,
yes.
But I think the other thing too is that if you buy a book, part of like the funness of a book is to like see the cover, to like feel it and to like look at it and everything like that, right? And you also like, this is kind of like a cool factor, right? Like if you're reading like a cool book or like a smart person book, you just, you know, imagine this, you're on a train, casually whip it out. It's like you're reading like Descartes or something like that. And you're like, and you cross your legs like this, and you're reading it, right?
Interaction.
And you go, oh, I can't see because my eyes are so bad because I read all the time. Sorry. You put the glasses on like this, and you read and you go, right, yeah, right, and you slowly turn the page, and then you kind of go like this and show people. See what I'm reading? Yes.
本逆さまですよ。
We call that hot guy stuff. Yeah, that's what we do.
That's the thing. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
イケメン。
Call it
いや
ikemen.
隠そうとしてるっていうのは合ってるかも。でも日本人からしても、でもそれはなんかいい意味でも悪い意味でも隠そうとしてて、例えば漫画をさこう読んだりしてたら、あの人大人なのにってちょっと思われるかなとか思わないと思うよ。そう見られたくないっていうのを隠す方法でもあるし、逆にこうなんかめっちゃ頭良すぎる本読んでますよってなんかアピールしてるみたいで嫌だなって思うから、それも隠したりするかも。
What? But isn't that
The whole
cool?
point is
It's supposed to G-man. You're supposed to book his G-man on the train.
自慢するために本読んでないからそう
I think like in the day and age of like smartphones, let's say, you know, if you're on the train, you're in transit, people are on their phone all the time, right? But if you're reading a book, it's like that in and of itself is like, oh, what are they reading, right?
Yeah.
But if like the cover's off, it's like, oh, they're reading this. You immediately can tell like, oh, this person is this kind of individual.
Yeah, it helps my people watching hobby. I get to know what kind of person that they are, you know, and I start building some fantasies in my head on like what kind of person like this guy must live, you know.
Yeah.
Like I look at the book or like I look at the kind of shoes that they wear and I'm like, they must live a very like hard life, right? The shoes are like dirty, it's like, construction life, pretty hard, huh? Yeah. And then they're reading like a super intellectual book, like, oh yeah, but he's kind of like a smarty on the inside.
Kind of like Goodwill Hunting kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's like blue collar guy, like you know, down out of his luck, but he's like really smart, like with
Yes,
it.
exactly. Yes.
It has a lot of like main character energy. If you
Yes, there it is. Main character energy. That's the one.
ね、日本人はなんかこう自分のキャラクターとかをこうだってあんまり主張しないかもしれないね。
They're like mystery, huh? They like to be little mystery boys in Japan.
そもそもは本をきれいに扱おうっていうのでカバーつける。そういう目的ではカバーつける。
Well, I mean, I feel like part of like the fun thing about books is when you have like a really weathered old book, the pages are kind of yellow and the cover's kind of beaten up a bit. It's like, oh, this is like a tome.
Yeah,
you know,
you can cast a magic spell.
Right? It's like this book has been places, you know.
Firebolt!
Yeah.
You know,
like Oblivion.
Yeah, then you know they're a wizard.
Yeah.
話が全然ずれてる。本のカバーをつけるでした。次。
はい。日本人は電話を先に切らないことです。
Oh, yeah.
切らない。二人とも日本人だったら二人とも永遠で。
Are you gonna hang up? No, I'm gonna.
ちょっと待って。どういうことそれ？
この間 ちょっと管理会社に電話してて、で、じゃあ失礼いたしますって言って、私が切らずに行ったら、もう1分間ずっと何もなく。なんか、
そもそもなんで
私切らない。
You tested the theory?
たまたま、そっちが切るだろうから、もう携帯を手放した。で、1分後に見たら、まだ繋がってる。
いや、まず、お客さん相手ね、商売だったら、お客さんが切るまでは、基本は切っちゃいけないの。
So, what if you end up like Anna on the other end? You just wait?
いや、さすがに1分間は非常識だから、切るけど、でも、喋ってる間に、失礼しますって言って、待つね。例えば電話するじゃん。バルさん。
はい。
この前言ってた商品なんですけど、入荷しましたので、また取りに来ていただければと思います。
わかりました。
はい。では、失礼します。
はい、失礼します。
はい。失礼します。
失礼しました。
っていう感じになるかもしれない。本当にちゃんとポライトにしようと思ったら、相手が切るまで結構待つと思うし、失礼します。ペッて切る。
そう。
時間を置いて、なんか切る子も、なんか、失礼しますってやったら、なんかすごい嫌な感じだなって思っちゃう。
My boss always used to get mad at me because as soon as I'm done talking, 失礼します。
Yeah.
Yeah.
海外はどんな感じなの？
It was great helping you today. If you have any questions, feel free to call back anytime. Okay, alright. Goodbye.
そうなんや。もう待ったりしないんだ、全然。
No, goodbye.
いや、マレーシアは昔はコンタクトセンターやったことあるんで、そういうサービスレベルアグリーメントっていう SLA、プロトコルがあって、絶対相手が切らないと、こっちが切らないですよ。
マレーシアもね。
マレーシアも。
じゃあ、アジア。カナダは
Yeah, when I worked at a call center too, same thing. My client is hung up all the time, man.
Yeah.
Well, I would obviously ask, like, is there anything else I can help you with? Right? Like, no, it's okay. Okay, well, if you need help, call again. Bye-bye. Right? Because they said, I don't need anything. Then, bye-bye.
そう。それだったらいけます。
今はお店とやり取りする時とかだとするじゃん。友達同士とかだったらどう？
すぐ。
I heard that Nihonjins are really like kininaru about the way that you hang up. Because you know how Japanese people have those old phones where it's like there's like a receiver and there's like a big like coiled wire that goes like that. And so yeah, I mean from the start from earlier, I used to slam it because it's so like satisfying to do that. Like and I'm just like, you know, I always do that in the States too, and people do that to me in the States if like someone's calling the house. I'm like, you know, it's kind of loud, but you know, that's just how we do it. And then yeah, my boss used to scold me. They're like, もっと優しくしてもっと痛いから
じゃなくて、手で先に押して、
Yeah.
彼の頭にそんなことないから。
Why do you bow on the phone?
こうやって、そうです。すいません。申し訳ございませんって言った方が、
感じる。
なんか相手にもね、伝わるよ。この人今、お辞儀してるなっていうのが伝わってくる。
Oh, you can tell by the volume. 申し訳ございません。Do I doing like that?
だからもう、申し訳ございませんって言ったら、わかるんじゃないかな。なんかね、わかんのよ。
Also, why do you really pronounce the su?
Are you right?
失礼します。
ありがとうございます。
お世話になります。
なんでですかね。
なんでだろうな
コメント欄で教えてください。
お願いします。はい。失礼します。はい。
多分、僕わかんないけど、電話をさ、ガンって勢いを切っちゃダメっていうのと一緒で、急な動作があんまり良くないのかもしれない。
Oh, they're making transitions with their mouth. It's like a musical number on the phone. Wow. You guys make music just like speaking in Japanese. I see.
でも本当にそうかもしれなくて、お疲れ様ですって言ったら、なんか相手も、ってびっくりしちゃうから、お疲れ様ですって言ったら、こっちもウォーミングアップしてどんどんボルテージ上げていける感じ。日本人って急にってならないよ。なんかトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥってなるじゃん。そこのそう最初のエンジンってかけてくれるやつがかもしれない。
But it's like specifically the su, like hiragana su, don't you think? It's like especially that.
わかりません。
Earlier, you like made a reservation on the phone, right? And you're like, はい、お願いします。失礼します。
Yeah, you do that a lot. He does that.
And I asked you, I was like, why do you do that? You're like, oh, I did that. I had no idea.
電話を先に切らないでした。
You hang up. No, you hang up. Stop. You hang up.
次。
はい。
はい。
先輩がおごってくれる。
That's nice.
That's
ということ。
ないのみんなの。
We don't got no senpai kohai bunka in the Kai guys. No.
Maybe like you'll go out on the boss's dime kind of thing. But
Yeah.
That's about it, probably.
上司ぐらいだったらまあ上司払うけど、でも先輩とか基本バリカンですね。
Yeah.
あ、そうなんだ。
We're all equals except our boss.
日本だったらさ、1年年齢が違うと、もう先輩じゃん。大学でもそうだし、高校でもそうだし、会社でもそうでしょ。で、100% おごるわけじゃもちろんないけど、まあ、どっちが多めに出すことが多いかって言ったら、それは上の、
ですよね。
1年、2年上の人が、ああいうこう払っとけよとかって飲み行ったら出してくれることとか多いけど、海外だったらもうないの。同じポジションの人は割り勘。
フラット。
Yes. Yes. I pay my part, you pay your part. That's it. That is fairness.
I guess it's also because in Japan, if you've been with the company for 1 or 2 years compared to someone who just entered, you probably have a higher salary as well. But in Kaigai, that's not necessarily the case. Like, even if you are a new hire, you might have a higher salary than people who have been there for 3 years or so.
That's true.
なるほどね。日本だったら、あんまり転職ないじゃん。だから、1年目の人より3年目の人の方がお金もらってる。
Okay.
けど、海外だったら転職が多いから、その会社に入ったのが別々でも、その1年目と3年目でも、1年目の人の方がお金もらってる可能性が全然あるんだ。
Oh, yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, because, the job market changes. There's also inflation going on. So, what is the average cost of my position in the job market? This is the average median salary. I need to get paid around this amount. And that changes yearly, right? But if there's someone just working at a company for like 10 years, you can just pay them like the same salary with like a pizza party every year. Yeah. Right. I want a raise. How about you get a pizza party?
Yeah, yeah.
あとは、日本って上下関係厳しいから、後輩にはちゃんと世話をしてあげないといけないっていう思いもあるかもね。
Okay.
そういうのも薄いんだ、海外。
ない。
育ててあげないといけないな、みたいなのある。
I don't think so. I think if anything, it's like, you better prove your worth, kid, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy. Yeah, show me what you got or you're gonna get.
日本はその人が例えばちゃんとこう成長してなかったとしたら周りのせいでもあるかなっていう感じになる。ちゃんと教えてないからダメなんだろうみたいな。
That's nice.
全部が全部じゃないよ、もちろん。その人のもちろんやる気とかもあるけど、でも周りのバックアップは絶対いるだろうっていう考え方なんだけど、海外はその考え方というよりは、個々がちゃんと自分で頑張らないといけないだろうみたいなイメージが強いってことだよね。
That's really nice. If you enter a company in Japan, it's like you feel like you'll be sage-hoed, as it were.
Yeah.
Like you'll be pushed along.
I'll be a nice little tamago and I'll sodate ratateri.
Yeah.
はい、ということで今日は外国人が驚く日本の常識について話をしてみました。
どうだった？
私ですか。こういうの教えてもらえたら接する方法をちゃんと柔軟にしようかなって思う。そう。結構さ遊びに行ったと今日ありがとうねとかアナに時々送ったりするやん。あれちょっと気持ち悪かったな。
Yes!
おおやめとこう。他に僕らにトークしてほしい内容があればコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。
タプワナイです。
それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。
バイバイ。
ちゃん
寝る。
登録
お願い。
じゃあする